We know that Senator John Kerry from Massachusetts has been nominated to be Secretary of State. We know that this will create a special election. We know that Massachusetts Democratic Congressman Ed Markey is in the running. We don't yet know whether Scott Brown, who was elected in a special election and then lost to Senator Elizabeth Warren, is going to be running for that seat. What we do know is that Scott Brown is wasting no time starting to criticize Ed Markey for really bizarre things, like whether or not he actually lives in Massachusetts. This is the direction that it's going. He is questioning whether Ed Markey is actually a resident of the state of Massachusetts. Brown has suggested, he said the following when he was asked about whether he will run. I'll tell you what, they're making it awfully tempting. You got Ed Markey. Does he even live here anymore? You've got to check the travel records. I've come back and forth from Washington to Boston every weekend, almost for 3 years. I see, you know, most of the delegation, and I have never seen Ed Markey on the airplane, ever. He said that on WTKK-FM on the Jim and Marjorie show. I'm not familiar with that one. The Malden mayor. So what's this really about, right, Lewis? This is about Massachusetts election law, which doesn't even require members of Congress to live in their districts, only that they be an inhabitant of the state when elected. And if we look at this, Mitt Romney could vote in Massachusetts using his son's basement as a voting address. Scott Brown had no problem with that. Now that it turns out that Ed Markey is the owner of his late father's home, but also has a home, I believe, in Maryland or Virginia or something like that, Scott Brown is taking issue with this. Now remember, Scott Brown also basically lives in Virginia a lot of the time. His wife is a newscaster in the or in Maryland, I'm sorry. His wife is a newscaster there, so on and so forth. This is like a, hey, look at this. Look at this, Ed Markey doesn't live here, while not addressing any actual issues. That's what this is.
Yeah, it does sound like he's setting himself up for another run. I mean, the only shot he's got is when it's a special election. We already know that.
Right.
Because of voter turnout.
Yeah.
But,
again, more evidence, Lewis, that low voter turnout helps Republicans.
Right. But didn't Barney Frank say he wanted to run too?
No.
I believe he did.
Natan, have you heard that?
No, I mean, we were saying that.
We were saying that.
But I don't think he said it.
I believe he did. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I don't. I had no idea you were going to bring this up, but I've not heard a word about it.
Well, I'll look into it.
Yeah, take a look at that, Lewis.